thank you for being here this afternoon. I'm very thankful to each one of you. You know, each one of you are so important that I want to call you name by name and thank you and come and hug you in fact. But we'll get this opportunity later on. At this point, you know, on my left we have our dearest Mr. Patrick Ryder, who is a police commissioner in Nassau County. Great man. And then we have our dearest Consul General Ayesha, she's here. And we have, of course, Nasreen G. You know, she's the counselor and she's in the pocket department. Well, this afternoon is very important for PACE, Progressive American Community Empowerment. And the idea is, we knew it, there will be many parties going on, there will be many barbecues going on, there will be backyard parties and people will be busy with their thing. But we wanted to make a point that yes, we can meet in our backyard, we can do parties, we can watch football and movies any other day. But to sit some place like this and meet somebody who worked all year round to make this country safe, to make this city safe, to make town of Hampstead secure, and the people who work in our town for us, we should be interacting with them. We should thank them, and we should thank this country for the abundant bounties and the blessing that we have around us. So this day is to thank America. This day is to thank those people who have worked hard for this country, who have given their lives. So you are at the right place. Don't think that you're missing something. Trust me, you will remember tomorrow what we have gained today. So thank you very much.
My PACE family, my brothers and sisters, God bless you all. So if we could start our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please take your seats.
Without going into a lot of details about PACE, Progressive American Community Empowerment, as well as the people who have been involved with PACE and under the leadership of Saeed Hassan, he has organized events and seminars and a lot of activities related to community engagement since 2017. Once again, without going into the details of every event, I would like to have your attention, please, for a few minutes. Thank you. Without going into the details of every event has been hosted by PACE since 2017, I would just like to give you a quick highlights of some key events that PACE have brought to the community, and they have been very helpful. PACE have organized community engagement events such as like this one today on a very special occasion of July 4th, and have helped the community to civically engage and providing them a lot of information and knowledge how to be more involved and active in a civic and political platform, some of the things that have been done by PACE, such as the political seminars, candidates event before or during the elections, creating awareness why the voting is important, getting registered for voting, things like that. We have created awareness events such as substance abuse, charities events on to address food insecurities in certain part of New York City as well as in Long Island. We have been involved and engaged with the health administration, health and hygiene administration in Long Island as well as in New York throughout the pandemic. And as part of that effort, PACE was able to distribute PPEs, personal protective equipment, including masks, hand sanitizers. We have distributed a lot of information that was originated by the Department of Health, New York State Department of Health, created a lot of flyers. We have been part of the campaigns. So yeah, those are the few things I would think that is more prominent to share at this platform. So this was just a quick summary of what PACE has done so far.
I have been given by Saeed a minute to talk about the history of America, which is about okay. So it's like capturing the whole ocean into a small glass. It's a pretty difficult thing, but I'll do whatever I can. And the thing is that, thank you very much. Welcome to everyone who come here. Weekend waking up early, coming over. It's like what we share together, the love for this country and that we all cherish. So that made you all come here, and I'm very proud that the hall is full. The thing is that America, what it is today, is really been nurtured by the founding fathers and the heroes of our country, and that's why it is what it is. They gave their blood, sweat, and tears to make it what it is. I mean, I'll make it brief. Thomas Jefferson, he prepared a declaration. I mean, it's called 4th of July, and basically commonly is known as 4th of July. But it is really the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and really the manifesting it, preparation of it, which Mr. Thomas Jefferson, one of our presidents, at that time was the Secretary of State, he did. And then he was signed by Mr. Hancock and other delegates, and it came on, and then came a very, very mighty president of the United States, who actually codified independence and sealed it and stamped it as the country with pride and dignity. And that was Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln came, I mean, he's not the part of independence, but he's the one who gave the second independence to this country of what it is today. The Civil War, the declaration, So that was a big task. And then Patrick Henry, our police commissioner's name, Patrick Henry, when he says, "Give me liberty or give me death." Give me liberty, give me death. Comes down to, then comes Dr. Martin Luther King, when he walked on Washington with his "I have a dream." This is what this country is. I have a dream. And then he comes out, justice anywhere. Justice anywhere is a mockery of the justice everywhere. I mean, injustice anywhere. Injustice anywhere, I'm sorry about that. Injustice anywhere is disturbance of justice everywhere. And it's higher, I don't think it's a very long thing. And then there's only one name I'll mention after that. In fact, two names. The other name is a man, a sportsman, an entertainer, who just took this word with his stride. Everyone loved him. I was a kid, I loved him. I grew up loving him. And he had the two names, which in Islam are the most important names. And you all know who it is. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali came. He's not a politician. And his famous saying, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And I add to it, champ, you are that American who will always be remembered. So this is what America is. And obviously the name of the quote of JFK resonates all over the world. It always will, which is, you all know about it. If you don't, please go ahead and say it. The quote of JFK, the famous quote, that do not ask what the country can do for you, but what you can do for the country. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Moved spiritually. I went to Mass this morning, and my priest talked about the Declaration of Independence, but he spoke about something that touched my heart that I wanted to share with you today. And that was interdependence, okay? I think that's a concept that we all need to think about and need to understand how interdependent we are of each other. In order for our country to truly be successful, together and abundantly, blessed by God, as we all deserve, as long as we follow God's laws and our ways spiritually, we need to be interdependent on each other. So it's very simple, I think. When you're driving down a one-lane highway and a car's coming on the opposite side, you depend upon that person to drive carefully, to not come into your lane, to not fall asleep, to not drive with impairments. You depend upon that person, and you are trusting in that person your life. Because God forbid that person falls asleep or does something reckless and hits your car or your family's car. There is nothing that can stop that crash at that particular moment. So we are trusting in our interdependence on something as simple as driving down a one-lane street. So PACE, one of the reasons why I became Saeed's brother, one of the reasons why I got involved with PACE was because of your mission, diversity, equity, inclusiveness, bringing together and serving our community and serving God. And I'm very proud to be active in my community. I live here in Merric. Up until just recently, I was a volunteer firefighter here for Merric Fire Department, and because of my role in Suffolk County and Pronto of Long Island, I had to take a hiatus, so I resigned because I wasn't fulfilling my commitments and my requirements of making the calls. But my commitment to community has always been strong, and when I met my brothers and sisters here at PACE, I saw the same commitment, and I identified with all of you. And regardless of my differences, right, I am a Christian, but we are still one under God, right? I am a Puerto Rican, but my Pakistani brothers and sisters are still my brothers and sisters, one under God, right? So it's important to me to stand with you, to stand side by side with you, to stand in front of you, to stand behind you, humbly to serve all of our community so that we can all be successful. Interdependence is what's going to make us great. And when we come together and we identify with each other and understand that we have more in common than we have differences, that we build a world of inclusiveness, of equity for all, of an allocation of resources to all communities, right? To the Muslim community, to every single community in our country, we will grow abundantly and exponentially and truly be successful. So, Declaration of Independence is an immigration story, folks. Many of us are first or second generation immigrants. The Declaration of Independence was all those immigrants who came to America who decided to become independent of England. Now, we no longer need to become independent, but we need to become interdependent. So we can celebrate the immigrant story of America each and every day with new generations of immigrants who will prosper, who will come together, and who will make a glorious life in America if we are interdependent of each other. So I congratulate you all for getting together today to celebrate the history of the United States of America, but to also celebrate the future of the United States of America, where all of us are sitting at a table together, breaking bread, and doing what is right for the community at large. So God bless you all.
of his, Mr. Ryder. He was named Commissioner of the Nassau County Police Department by County Executive Laura Graham in February 2018. He recently completed his 35th year in law enforcement, serving the last 33 years with the Nassau County Police Department. 38. 38. Oh, I'm sorry, 38.
I think I speak loud enough. You don't need that microphone. First of all, I'm humbled, and I thank you all for giving me the time to come and speak to you today. You know, I am a child of immigrants. My parents immigrated from Ireland, and when they came here, they raised their 6 children, and they taught them 2 things that was very important. One is to respect everyone. Remember that you are now an American, but don't ever forget your Irish culture. Don't ever forget your culture or where you come from, because that is so important that your children need to know that and know the history of how we have evolved to where we are here in the United States. First of all, the flowers. I never got flowers before, but it's gonna work, because I left my wife this morning to come here, and she says, "Where are you going?" I said, "I just need about a half hour, 45 minutes. And she knows that always turns into 2 hours. And then I go, "Why, you gonna miss me?" She goes, "No, somebody's gotta come back and cook the burgers." So, the important things. And then Bobby, as I was in church this morning, I too, just about to get communion, and my phone's buzzing. And Bobby says, "What time are you getting there?" I said, "They asked me to be there about 11:45. He goes, "I will be there at 11:40. Well, then I remember a long time ago, he goes, "It's called Indian time." He goes, "It's a little later than that." So I thank you for giving me the opportunity to come speak to you. It is so important in today's world, where we are being challenged like we've never been challenged before. Besides the pandemic, it was the unrest that we went through all of last year. You know, the way the world is changing, and there are people that are trying to divide us. There are people that thrive on the hate and the anger and pushing a wedge between us as a county, as a country. It doesn't matter if you're Indian or Pakistani, you're Irish or Italian, Jewish, Catholic, Muslim. I've been everywhere. I've been in the mosque, I've been in temples, and I've been, of course, in my own church. I pray all the time for all of you. And I make sure I ask the same thing that you prayed for me, that I make the right decisions, as it has to do with all of us, being fair to all of us. You took the pledge a minute ago, and there was a great emphasis on a lot of the words that are important, justice for all of us. But there's one part in there, one nation under God, indivisible. We can only be divided if we allow those with this hatred to push the wedge between us. We are all Americans here. Whether you're not a citizen yet, but you're here as a guest in this country, we are all to treat each other fairly and equally. We saw the challenges of George Floyd and what came after that, with that horrific day that changed the history of policing in this country. We did change. We developed our new way of policing here in Nassau County. More community engagement, more use of technology the right way, more programs that go out to the community and understand. If you understand the environment that you police, you will police that environment better. That is the way I've been here for now 4 years doing that, pushing that message of inclusiveness, to be part of you. Look, I will never pretend to know what you know. Never. Because then I'm a phony. But I do know this. I know what I know, and I know what I see. And I can only change if I listen to what you tell me. And those changes are how we work so hard together as a community. So again, I'm honored to be here today on this great 4th of July. I was out yesterday at a parade down in Wanto, where I live, and over 1,000 people came out in the pouring rain to salute those veterans that fought to give us our freedoms, to fought for that flag. I want to let you know I have some great friends here When Nasreen was down at the town, I would call. We'd speak quite often. We still speak quite often. Unfortunately, Bobby still has my telephone number. I thought he'd lose it by now, but Bobby calls me quite often. But we are here for you. Protect and serve. That's what we do. And equal to all. So we are here for you whenever you need. And I thank you again. And God bless you all. Thank you.
Yes.
Wish you all a very happy 4th of July. All the wonderful, wonderful to be Commissioner Ryder, Deputy Commissioner Ahmad. It's wonderful to be here and to be celebrating the 4th of July. Last year, because of the pandemic, we were all quarantined. We were all under stay-at-home orders, and to be able to do this all within a year and a half, to be able to come together and to celebrate the Independence Day for the Americans, for the United States, is indeed a huge achievement. I think it's quite remarkable, and it is thanks to the vaccines, to the remarkable vaccination program in this country, which has vaccinated millions and millions of people, and has given us this opportunity to be here together to celebrate. I also want to thank you, Saeed Hassan, and your organization. And I want to tell everyone here, and most of the people are aware of this, that PACE did an amazing job during the pandemic. They really stepped forward. They were out with the community and with other community members and other communities, helping people, distributing food, making sure that everybody had enough food and had enough food supplies. I want to talk, the great disadvantage of coming as a last speaker is that everything of significance has already been said. People have laughed at the jokes, the importance of the day has been celebrated. So it's always a very, very hard thing to do. But let me say that today is a day of celebration. And we celebrate the independence of the United States, which is a unique country, not only because it's a global power, but also because of the opportunities that it gives to people, regardless of their faith, their background, the color of their skin, their heritage. Everybody's equal in this country. If you are ready to work hard, if you are resilient, if you're honest, if you have tenacity of purpose, you can be anything and everything in this country. And this is the great thing about the United States. For the Pakistani Americans, I want to tell you that we are over 1 million in number in this country. This is a big number, a significant number, and a huge number. And of these 1,500,000 people of Pakistani heritage live in the northeast and in the consular jurisdiction of the Consulate General of Pakistan in New York. So 5 lakh log यहाँ पर रहते हैं जिनकी पाकिस्तानी heritage है. And I have the unique honor of serving all of you. It is a very important juncture. कि मैं पाकिस्तानी Americans को चार को थोड़ी सी तवज्जो के साथ सुने. ये हमारी पाकिस्तानी Americans का यहाँ पर एक बहुत important stage of life है. It is a time when our community is really beginning to make a difference and coming of age, if I were to use that word. अब हमारे लोग यहाँ पर जो हैं, because of their hard work, our community is now full of professionals. We have students, we have businessmen, we have entrepreneurs, we have IT leaders, and we're extremely proud of the amazing achievements of our community. Recently, something very important has happened for our community. Now, our Pakistani Americans, people of Pakistani heritage, are also becoming politically very active. अब हमारे यहाँ एक awareness आ रही है हमारी young generation के अंदर. We have in Connecticut Pakistani State Center. New Jersey से we have a woman representative. Her name is Ryder, who just won a primary for state assembly Honorable Zahid Qureshi. So, these are just a few examples. Our people are extremely talented, mashallah, doing extremely well. I just wanted to highlight this because it's important that while we're living in this country, it's important to be very aware of what's happening around you and to be an active participant in this. So I'm extremely happy, Saeed Hassan, that in your events, I see that the youth is also engaged. The message that you give out is a message of participation. So you're performing a very important civic service. And we need more organizations like PACE. We need more people like Adnan Bukhari, like Qadri Sahib is not here, I think, in the room, and so many others who are contributing to this huge cause. And another important aspect of the diaspora that I want to highlight is Pakistani Americans are a bridge between Pakistan and the US. The stronger you are here, the more active you are, the better you do, the better will be the relationship between Pakistan and the US. Pakistan and the US have been long-standing partners, friends, and allies. And we share several common values, and we have a long history of friendship and partnership. And with the new administration, with President Biden at the helm of affairs, we look forward to a new era of even stronger, better partnership and relationship. I also want to thank this opportunity I also want to take this opportunity to thank the government of the United States and the people of the United States for sending 2.5 million Moderna vaccines to Pakistan. So it's a huge gift, and together we look forward to fighting this pandemic and bringing it to an end. And we look forward to more cooperation, better partnership. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience, and have a great quarter year. Thank you.
Have a standing, applauding ovation for a wonderful police commissioner, Sister Nasreen, and our honorable Consul General from Pakistan. Please, come on. Clap. Thank you so much. Thank you. It doesn't matter where you're born. As a human being, we must respect each other, love each other. To me, this is where I'm going, because better watching, he said, where are we going? My brother Saeed asked me to speak about July 4th. And I said, what does it mean July 4th to me? Respect, decency, free to live, free to think, free to enjoy, and free to respect. That you know your mom and dad, when they taught you what to practice, the number one, respect. If you respect yourself, you will respect others. I respect me, I respect my friends, I respect my society that had gifted me the love.
Ladies and gentlemen, we came to this country, each and every one of you, looking for a better way of life. And we found it. And that is why we are here. Yes, we are Pakistani Americans, we are Indian Americans, we are Bangladeshi Americans, we are Jewish Americans, whatever. But the word that binds us is, we are Americans. This is the only country which is a land of immigrants. Nowhere in the world can a brown or an immigrant can go move to that country, raise successful her children, and then run for a public office and win it. This country is wonderful. This is our country, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, I wish you all a very happy 4th of July. Go home and give thanks and enjoy this beautiful country. Get involved, serve this country, give back what the country has given you. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Nasreen. Did anyone notice this one? nothing would have been possible. You wouldn't have been here. This all would have been ruined if it wasn't for her. Because she sees me very. Thank you for all you do. But everything else that people in the back, okay, without whom you can't do anything. And of course, it all started with two crazy people. And the first one is me, and the other one who always think every second is a different idea. Saeed Hassan and bring an answer. And then we met Saeed Hassan, our treasurer, who always complained there's no money in the account. Alright, then we have Saeed Qadri. Wow, a great source to put this thing together, everything. We worked for like 12 hours to put this thing together. Thank you. Masood Siddiqui, our director. So we all are directors, but and then we have Mark Soto. He's the attorney, okay? He protects all of them from you. If I do anything, he comes and talks. And then we have Shabnam. We have business, real estate, and then home improvements, right? Home inspector as well. And then we have Kamal Tahir, banking, and the solid person behind us. Then we have Tahira Sharif, she's listed in this. She has her own organization, the Foundation, where she worked with PACE also. And I know a lot of her Rotary friends are here. She's a Rotary also. Tahira, you want to come on this side? And then we have Muhammad Shiraz. He's here, very helpful, does everything with us. Pick up Robert. Mr. Wahid is our, the pharmacy here in Nassau, but since we met him, he's standing with us, helping all the way. And then we have Mr. Irfan Bernie, works at Citibank. We have worked very closely with a few NGOs from Pakistan. When they came, we introduced them. One of them is Ahuwa. Then we have Family Education Services Foundation for the deaf reach children. And then we have now PACE that we are working together, and we wanted to make a difference in the community.
I'm not really prepared to say anything, but today we are celebrating a very special day. We're celebrating our freedom. So I would encourage every one of you to celebrate your own freedom. Be free. Try to celebrate your freedom. Just freedom is freedom. You are free to express your opinion. You are free to have a different opinion with others. But we need to learn how to use our freedom in a very professional, nice way. We could have difference in opinion, but we should respect each other, and we should learn how to express our own opinion and just express it and convince the others if we can. And if we cannot, we should have and keep a good relationship. So please, let us all keep our freedom. Try to enjoy it. Try to express it in different ways as we can. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy and have fun. And thank you so much for coming to Clubhouse.
Just a little announcement after all these ceremonies, we will have a little entertainment also. So please be patient.
Happy 4th of July! Alright, with that, मैं आप लोगों का तहे दिल से शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि आप लोग तशरीफ लाए। मैं ये बात आपसे कह रहा हूँ जो हम हिंदुस्तान से और पाकिस्तान से हैं और जो इस ज़बान को समझते हैं, इस ज़बान की जो मिठास है, इस ज़बान के अंदर जो कशिश है, उसका जो एहसास है या उसको जो महसूस करते हैं, वो सिर्फ इस ज़बान में, अपनी मादी ज़बान में या अपने मुल्क की ज़बान में। मैंने कोशिश की कि मैं या मैंने ये इजाज़त दी है कि मैं आपसे ये बात कर सकूं, मैं वाकई बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ। संडे के दिन आपका आना यहाँ पे, सारी दुनिया की नेमतें आपके पास मौजूद हैं, सारी चीजें मौजूद हैं। इसके बावजूद आपने एक आवाज पे, एक पेस के साइन पे, एक डाइवर्सिटी, एक इक्विटी और इंक्लूसिवनेस के नाम पे, नारे पे आप यहाँ आए हैं। हम आपका बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं। मैं बच्चों का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ जो आए और बैठे सुना उन्होंने, कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है, लेकिन अब आवाजें आने लगी हैं तो हमें जरूरी है कि हम यहाँ से बात। तो मैं अपने उन हिंदुस्तानी बहन भाइयों का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि जो आए और हमारा साथ दिया। ये पेस एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है, हमने मिलके अमेरिका के अंदर चीजों को बदलना है, हमने अमेरिका के अंदर चीजों को आगे लेके बढ़ना है। हम अपने जहनों को साफ करके इस मुल्क को आगे बढ़ाने की बात करेंगे तो हम जो अपने पुराने घर को सोच के बात करते हैं वो मजबूत इसी वक्त होंगे जब हम सब यहाँ बहुत मजबूत होंगे। हमारी दरमियान में जो भी रस्साकशी है, कोई ऐसी चीजें जो हम पसंद नहीं करते उसको दूर करें और अमेरिका को सामने रख के अपने जिंदगी का फैसला करें। एक स्ट्रॉन्ग इंडियन अमेरिकन, एक स्ट्रॉन्ग पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन, एक स्ट्रॉन्ग इजिप्शियन अमेरिकन is better for their country rather than a weaker one who cries and you want to do something with time. You will not be able to do anything if you are not strong in America. So make America strong, make your children strong, educate them, let them learn to admit their mistake, let them learn how the conflict management works, agree to disagree. These are the few things we made partially, we made a part of our lives, will do better in future. So thank you once again for coming. Thank you. The honor is yours. You came with us. Lamia, 2 minutes. Come with me.
0499588. Don't everybody rush up